You will find the discussions icon at the top banner when logged into Learning Hub and inside your school course. You will need to click on discussions and then you want to click the new button to create a new discussion. A drop down will then appear asking if you'd like to create a new discussion forum or a new discussion thread. A discussion forum is a heading or category where discussion topics live. You could have a discussion forum for each kit or technology, one for general tips and tricks, or one for helpful Smart Lab resources. A discussion topic is where you state what is to be discussed. If this is your first discussion, you'll first need to create a discussion forum under which your discussion topics will live. So click New Forum and you will have to create a title for your forum. For this example, I'm going to use this forum for students to post about tips and tricks about Scratch. You then add a description to the forum. So for this example, I am just going to tell students to go ahead, use this forum to share ideas, resources, tips, and other tricks for students to use with Scratch. And then you have options at the bottom. You can allow for anonymous posts. It is up to you if you like to see who posts on the discussion forum. There are pros and cons to allowing anonymous posts that you'll want to decide while selecting this option. It may allow students to feel more confident to post freely and openly, but you won't be able to see who posted maybe a not up to standard post in a discussion forum. You can select users must start a thread before they can read and reply to other threads in each topic. This will allow students to share their own unique thoughts before seeing other students' responses. This could be beneficial depending on the discussion forum you'd like. Still, I'd say that for sharing resources on Scratch, for this example, it would be beneficial for students to see previous posts before posting so they aren't sharing the same resource or tip. The next option is a moderator must approve individual posts before they display in the forum. This means you, the facilitator, must see and approve the post before other students see it. Again, there's pros and cons to this. It will allow you to be the gatekeeper to ensure all threads are appropriate, but that will also require time and energy to approve all posts. You could also leave this option open, but use it as a safety measure if learners are not posting appropriately by utilizing the abuse it, you lose it approach. The last selection is display forum topics or forum description and topics. This will allow the forum description you typed above when students respond so they can stay on topic. It is up to you if you think it'll be helpful to your learners or it might bog them down with too much text. Remember, a topic or thread will be discussed within that forum. With our example of Scratch resources, this is where we can be more specific about what the students can share. Using this example, I could add a topic title like Scratch Operators. And I can include a description so that I can be really more specific for the students about what I want them to discuss in this topic. Off to the side, you're going to see some ways that you can customize this discussion topic. The first is through availability dates and conditions. You can set a date where this discussion topic goes live, and you can also close it at a specific date as well. Under the post and completion, you have some options. The first is default participation. That just means this topic is open to all and does not have these other two options available to them. Other options would be allow learners to hide their name from other learners. This would be so that students can post anonymously, but you would be able to see who posted it. The last one is learners must start a thread before they can view or reply to other threads. This again can allow students to freely, openly, and share their ideas. Whereas for our example with sharing Scratch resources and Scratch operators, it will be beneficial for students to see previous posts before they post. And then the last one is that posts must be approved before they display in the topic. So again, that would be you as the facilitator having to approve the posts before they go live. The next is evaluation and feedback. This can allow you to have learners to rate posts. And so if you click this option, you do get a drop down menu with different options for you to choose from. The first is a 5-star rating where students can rate the post out of 5 stars. They can upvote or downvote a post, and you can also select where they can only upvote a post. You can, of course, always say you don't want students to be able to do ratings by unclicking that box. It's really up to you what you want to do based on your students and the norms and expectations you've set around using discussion boards in the Smart Lab. We'll discuss how to establish norms and expectations in a later video. Next, we'll go ahead and hit save and close. When we switch our view to a learner view and click discussions on the navigation banner, students can now see your discussion forum and any topics nestled under that forum. To post to a topic, learners must click the topic title, so Scratch operators, and then click start a new thread. They can enter a subject. So we could use an example of using the less than, equal to, or more than operator. And then in the larger text box, they can go on and share an example of how they use that operator or share a tutorial or resource they used in the project while utilizing those operator blocks. Below, you can see that they can add attachments to the post as well. Learners can attach a file, record audio or video, or add a file from their locker, their group locker, or Google Drive. They can click subscribe at the top of the thread to get alerts if anyone posts in the Scratch operators topic. And then when they are ready to share their tips and tricks, all they have to do is click post. It's important to note that your students cannot create a forum. They can only reply to a thread or add a new topic or reply to an existing student's topic. You, the facilitator, will need to be the one that adds the individual forums. It may seem daunting to set up various discussion forums and topics, but don't feel like you must set them all up before students start in the Smart Lab. You may find the need for a discussion forum organically just comes up in class. Alternatively, you can keep the discussion forums broadly open to encourage students to create their own discussion topics if they feel like the class would benefit from that type of sharing.